Everything is connected. Ooh, let me get the speaker. What's up, squad? What's up? What's up? What's up? Doo-doo-doo. There it is. Okay. Is it in the thing? See it. Hold on. Hey, y'all. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. There it is. Speaker. Have a great show. I like the little StreamYard song. What's up, squad? What's up? What's up? What's up? Come on in the room. Come on in the room. It's been a minute. I know, but it's 11:11. That means it's gonna be a very, very special show. It's 11:11 in the ATL. We got a lot on this agenda. I know y'all been getting filled up with all the Diddy news. I'm gonna have to do just one special show to talk about all the Diddy stuff because I have been like, I don't know, the Diddy's my brain is about to explode with all of the Cassie Diddy, Kid Cudi, Capricorn, male escorts. It's just all over the place. Okay. But yeah, it is y'all in here. Okay. Yes, Remy and oh God, do I have to? Have I ever? Do I have to? I don't know. We got a lot on this agenda though. We got a whole lot on this agenda. So y'all stay tuned. I will be back after this very, very brief introduction. So come on in, sit a spell, like and share, and we will get started in just a moment.
Get ready, because you about to be an ATL.
That's her being a blogger.
More than a blogger.
That's her being a blogger. You are more than a blogger.
I am more than
That's her being a blogger.
all that is my son.
Okay, that shit is the
I am more than a blogger.
blog goddess. The blog goddess. The blog goddess. Michelle is here.
Yeah.
The blog goddess. The blog goddess. The blog goddess. Michelle is here.
Yeah.
Say Autumn is her son.
Yes.
Autumn
It's her son. Yes.
Say Autumn
It's her son. Yes.
Say Autumn is her son.
Like for real.
The blog goddess. 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 Michelle is here.
Yeah.
Autumn is her son.
Like for real.
All these bitches is my sons, y'all. All these bitches is my sons. We are streaming live simultaneously on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Okay, come on in the room. We got a lot to talk about. Listen, I know you see the title. Okay, I got Kandi got some sad news. I got Porsha dodging her divorce drama. I got Phaedra highly anticipated return, child. We got a lot to talk about that. And speaking of Phaedra, we got Apollo and Sherein online fighting and doing all kind of stuff. Thank you, Bernard. Thank you so much. Bernard has been a member for 23 months. Okay, shout out to Bernard. And you see all of these people in the green. These are my channel sponsors. You can be a channel sponsor too. Only thing you have to do is click that join button, and for the low price, I think it's $2.99 or $4.99. I don't know. I don't remember. But you can be a channel sponsor. You get access to special emojis. Your name will show up green in the chat, and you will, be able to say that you support me. And on a related note, you can also join my Patreon, patreon.com. I am ATLian. I know I owe my Patreon a game night. They waiting for it patiently, and I appreciate them more than they will ever know. There are several tiers over there on Patreon. Patreon get a whole lot of me. Okay, they get a whole lot of me. We do ATLian After Dark shows on Patreon where I spill a little bit more tea about my personal life and a whole bunch of other stuff. And we also have a Discord for Patreon members only where they, chat, interact. It's amazing over there. So definitely, if you feel, you want to join this community, there are several ways to do it. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Yes, pink hearts in the chat for Mama Brown. I don't know if she up watching now. It might be a little bit late, but pink hearts in the chat to Mama Brown. And anybody else who is surviving cancer, she has been going through cancer treatment for about a year now. It's been up and down, but she seems to be tolerating it very well, and we are very happy. At the end of the day, I just want to keep my mama happy, and I want to keep her here for as long as I can. And I'm sure a lot of you feel the same about your parents, your aging parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, friends, family, all of that. um I guess that's the perfect time to speak on Kandi, okay? Because Kandi shared some heartbreaking news earlier about her Aunt Bertha. That Aunt Bertha has been experiencing Alzheimer's. Hold on, I'm gonna show you what Kandi said. No, y'all be like, "Oh, did you talk about is bad news for Candy?" No, I don't. I'm sending my heartfelt prayers to Candy and her family because I know how hard it is. Okay, so Candy shared this over here on her Amazon Live. Okay, and Neighborhood Talk reposted it and said, "Prayers up." Candy reveals that her Aunt Bertha has Alzheimer's disease and it is not easy. Here's what Candy had to say.
Old lady gang. They are, and I don't really feel like it's. I don't know if you discuss things like this. I don't know how. We having a really hard time because my Aunt Bertha has Alzheimer's. So, trying to um, manage that. If anybody's ever dealt with somebody in your family going through that and it gets worse, and then everybody is like, it's not easy. You know what I mean? So it's it's a time. It's a time. So I don't mean to get all emotional with y'all. So let me move on past that because
Well, I was thinking people would like to have a picture with the
I'm on mute. Aunt Bertha is the aunt that said it seems like a scheme set up by Todd to come to y'all
You
with
look
the
so cute,
bull.
Roberta.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do look cute.
He told me that. I said, oh, hell, I paid double for that.
But at the end of the day, he never got no pictures.
Now here's the Aunt Bertha scene that we all remember.
And a scheme that Todd set up for him to come to you with the bull.
Bertha is an icon. Bertha is a legend, and I'm sending sincere prayers, thoughts, wishes up to Candy and her family and Aunt Bertha. Okay, listen, I know how hard it is to deal with someone in your family with Alzheimer's. That's what my grandmother had. So, and I know my mama was struggling with taking care of her, and it was hard for us to go see her, and she didn't remember us sometimes, and then she would be seeing things, and we like, is she really seeing that? Because she was like, look at that girl over there in the corner. And I'll be like, what? But you have to be, sensitive to them. And, at the end of the day, we all are going to age, hopefully, God willing. So, take care of your grandparents and aunts and uncles and your aging family members. It's really up to us to keep their legacy alive and to keep them, here and enjoying their life for as long as possible. So thank y'all so much. And there's that. Anyway, moving on. Like this video, like this video. There has been a lot. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. Let me go ahead and talk about Nene because this is the Nene News Network, and I love talking about Nene Leakes and her shows. Her latest show featured Nivea and Deelishus. And while I like Nivea and I like Deelishus, but it wasn't as salacious as I would have wanted it to be. Okay. Nivea touched on a lot of things, talked about her baby daddies, her several baby daddies, her famous baby daddies, the dream. Nene, it was a cackle to me because Nene was like, I wouldn't know the dream if he walked in here right now. It's like, wait a minute, Nene. Like, I mean, you need to know these Atlanta people now. Dream is straight Atlanta. Shout out to Dream, Terry Snatch. And so she said she loved her some Lil Wayne though, but she was asking Nivea how she ended up with all the famous men. So it was a cute little interview. Okay. And since it didn't go as long as she thought it would, she paired it with an interview that she did on her older set. If you recall, she didn't expect to launch the Nene Leakes Show so quickly after me and my homegirl because Sierra wasn't showing up at work, allegedly, allegedly, allegedly. So that day they had already booked the studio and stuff, and so Nene had came in with everybody and was ready to go, and she even had people there that was supposed to be like the homeboys on the side, Kiki and stuff, and Sierra just didn't show up, and it wasn't the first time. So Nene was like, "Well, since everybody here, let's go ahead and shoot this thing," and it just turned that into the Nene Leakes Show. And then she went and got a set and made everything different. Anyway, I'm digressing. But that day there were several interviews that Nene did. Some of them she may air, some of them she may not air. But Deelishus is one she chose to air. Deelishus is one of her former neighbors. And so look, Deelishus looked amazing. I'm like, damn, Deelishus, how long has it been? You was like on the first one of was it the first reality show where outside of MTV's The Real World, it was like the first reality show ever, Flavor Flav, Flavor of Love, with all the girls on there. And Deelishus says she's still friends with everybody. Shout out to Boots. Boots been over here on my show before. Okay. Shout out to Tiffany New York Pollard. Shout out to the fake New York who calls in over here. So it was just refreshing to see Deelishus, but Deelishus didn't get into nothing either. I'm like, Deelishus, we need to know what had happened with you and Raymond Santana. We know y'all had got divorced. I want to know who was cheating, who left who, why y'all broke up. Okay, remember Raymond Santana was one of the Central Park Five from New York. Remember the five young men who were accused of raping graping a lady in Central Park. Y'all remember that? And Trump had took out that full page ad, and come to find out these boys were railroaded and it wasn't them. Y'all remember that? And they end up suing and got all that money. Well, he was one of them. And so Deelishus had married Raymond Santana and was living the life over there, spending that man money. Then next thing you know, they was broken up, and we don't know what had happened. Okay, at least I don't. I didn't dig enough into the internet. Maybe the blogs had reported it, but I don't remember. If y'all know, tell me, because that's what I wanted to hear on the Nene Leakes Show. Jeremy said, Michelle, you eating that look up. I just came into the room and thought you was Beyonce. Not Beyonce. Oh no, not Beyonce. I am Michelle Say. Okay. Thank you so much, Jeremy. I appreciate it. Yes, Deelishus looked amazing, honey. But it was a good overall interview. I think y'all should go check it out. I know a lot of y'all, want the mess, and it wasn't that much mess. And a lot of y'all just be going over there just to drag the lighting, or just to drag the makeup, or just to read the fashions or whatever. But regardless of what you go over there for, I feel like y'all should go over there. It was a good show. So shout out to her. Now, you said, especially since I heard she was checking for Shannon Sharp. Who was checking for Shannon Sharp? Who? What I miss? Miss Finesse? Do I need to scroll up? Who was checking for Shannon Sharp? Say it again, friend, because I missed that. Seemed like she was interviewing Nene. I mean, truth be told, everybody be interviewing Nene because Nene always turn it on to herself, and I guess that's her whole interview style. And it's a key because people be like, Nene, let somebody else talk. But I'm here for it because I mean, we need to know about Nene too. We want to know what Nene's thinking. Okay, just go ahead and let Nene run the show. Okay. Me and Nene would make a great pair. We are a great pair. That's my friend. I love her to death. Okay. I try to separate business and friendship, but I love me some Nene. Okay. Thank you so much, Christine. Okay, I talked to Nene earlier today, child. I gotta call her back. Anyway, moving on, like this video. Um Speaking of the Nene Leakes Show, it has been breaking the internet, and I am proud. Okay, I am proud to have been a part of her first ever Nene Leakes Show. It's me and Carlos King. I listen, and I was on there again. I think I was on like the fourth show, the third. I don't know. I've been on two shows, but it's been. I just feel like it's amazing that so many people have been gravitating over there to Nene's YouTube channel because I've been telling her for 4-5 years that she need to get on YouTube and do this stuff. But people who come from television seem to feel that YouTube is beneath them. Okay, except for Kandi, because Kandi came over here and ran it up. Okay, and now she ain't been back, but she need to come back. But it is what it is. But yeah, they all come over here. Look, Shannon came from the NFL over here. Piers Morgan and came from CNN or whatever to over here. So everybody is coming over to YouTube. And I feel like, there's enough room for everybody, even though a lot of us bloggers, and I say me too, feel aways when they come over here. Hell, Porsha then came over here. Like Shamea's over here. Everybody is over here. Um, But I feel like there's a space for them to come and tell their truth, and just like as they do on social media and Instagram and everywhere else. Why not get paid for the tea? Okay, instead of putting all them clips and stuff over there on the Instagram, come over to the YouTube and get a check, run it up. Okay, everybody wants their money. That's what I tell Nene all the time. Why you posting that on Instagram? Child, Instagram ain't paying you like that. Put it over here, over there on YouTube. But anyway, I'm digressing. Speaking of a hater, it was a hater on the line, child. It was a hater on the line. Somebody wanted to give some intel or some details about Nene's show. And I found it interesting that this person would even fix her face to even try to drag Nene Leakes. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up. Um, colorist Claudia. I love talking about colorist Claudia. Chat. Colorist Claudia appears on what Carlos King's show, right? And so apparently she had something to say about Nene's show. And people are like, was tagging me in it and was like, Michelle, look at this. Michelle, look at this. Because why is colorist Claudia telling Nene what she needs to do on her show? Hold on, let me find it. Hold on, let me find it. Where did it go, child? Where did it go? Real Housewives of ATL shorts. Claudia Jordan. I don't even know where I put it. I had it on my list. Like this video while I find this asset, child. Oh, here it is, right here. I'm like, how dare she? How dare
An
she?
ensemble
The
cast. I think
audacity.
she would be good on a panel.
Hold on, let me start this over. Y'all got to hear this from the beginning, child. Claudia Jordan suggests changes for Nene Leakes, and I didn't even hear the entire thing that she said. It was just this one clip, child. That's all I need. I didn't even need to go over there and see nothing else. It was this one clip, and y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer, Section 107 of the Copyright Act. Allowance is made for fair use. Carlos, don't strike my page. I'm reviewing, okay? And so look at Carlos up there, sitting up there with his hat on, child. Carlos got his little hat on. And he ain't gonna say nothing bad about Nene. Well, I don't know. I don't even get me to talk line. But colorist Claudia is over there to drag the girls as she has been doing just a couple of weeks ago. Remember, I dragged Claudia for dragging Britt on Kenya's behalf. It's like, girl, why is you here? I mean, you was a one-hit wonder. But here's what she said about Nene's show.
I do think Nene works well in an ensemble cast. I think she would be good on a panel. I think she would be like on the Real, something like that.
She thinks she will be good on a panel, something like the panel that she stole from Nene Leakes, something like the read session that Nene was about to pitch, the panel with the gay guys, something that colorist Claudia stole that panel show and took it over to flop. So you mean that panel, Claudia? You mean like this panel that you're on sitting with Carlos and who is this? Look at Dustin. You mean like a panel like that, colorist Claudia? Is Nene not making hundreds and thousands of views every time she drops a show once a week? Now, how is she telling Nene what to do and she can't do it herself? Interesting.
Carrying your own show by yourself is a lot. It's hard because if there's
carrying a show by yourself is a lot. It's hard. And I'm going to show you why Claudia feels like it's hard. I carry this show by myself. I think I do pretty damn good. In fact, I do better than colorist Claudia. And she was on major networks. Hold on. Let's listen.
If there's dead air, it's on you. And I like that she wants to do that. I think she would be good on a panel with like maybe a couple people that she really rock with, that she has good chemistry with. I think she'd be good with that. I also,
girl, who is you? Who is you? Now we about to do some research. Okay, we are about to do some research. Let me go over here to colorist Claudia's page. I'm gonna get colorist Claudia some promo. Hold on, let me go to Claudia Jordan. Let me see, because she be trying to she got how many pages she got? Child, she got like 3 pages. I typed Claudia Jordan. She got 4 YouTube channels. Okay. I think this Claudia Jordan Real is hers. You see how many subscribers she got? Hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna click it. 1.38 subscribers. This is Colorist Claudia's channel, okay? And for those of you who don't believe this is Colorist Claudia's channel, I'm gonna prove it in just a second. She tagged her Instagram, her Twitter, her Facebook. Let me see. She joined January of 2015 and she got 1.38, 1,000 subscribers. Okay, 1,038 subscribers. That's how many she has. And Claudia tried to go live a couple of times. Okay, she tried to go live 5 years ago. She tried to go live again 4 years ago, and then she tried to go live again 2 years ago. And this was in the midst of her still in Nene's show and doing Flop Soul. Okay, then she tried to like post Flop Soul clips on here to even drive people over to her channel, and that didn't work. Okay, she got 317 views, okay, from 3 years ago, 296 views from 3 years ago, and this was when she was on a panel with 3 people on her own channel. But wait, I want to go back to the live. Okay, she was over here on the live, honey, talking, look, talking about nothing. Don't
I
nobody
feel
care.
like with kids, if they're so babied and so protected, how will they fare when they get out there? How will you be?
What? So for her to try to give somebody some advice about starting a channel by herself, it's like, wait a minute. Dee did it. She's been on videos by herself and she has people she's engaging and we watch. We love it. Okay. You, on the other hand, Claudia, cannot give that type of advice because nobody wants to see you by yourself. Like, I'm just saying, it is what it is. Okay. I'm over here by myself. Okay. But yeah, I do better. Okay. I got like 1,000 people in my chat right now. Shout out to Facebook too and Twitter. Somebody said, why do you call her colorist? Do y'all really want to go down that rabbit hole? Do you really want to go down that rabbit hole? Claudia Jordan has made so many colorist comments about people. Claudia Jordan has done blackface. Okay. First of all, let's start with her heritage. Claudia Jordan has a Caucasian mother who she was raised by and a black father. Okay. I call her colorist because she leans to her white side every time when it's convenient. She was raised through the entertainment industry by using her white side. Okay. She started using her blackness, when it benefited her when she came on the Housewives. Y'all remember that? They was calling her a tragic mulatto. She was talking about I'm biracial. Y'all remember all that? And so yeah, Claudia has said a lot of negative things. And one of the things that sticks the most is when she was on a red carpet. Here it is right here. There she is in blackface right there. She was in blackface right there. And here she is right here. That was me talking about it. I want to show you the real Claudia Jordan colorist comment. I want to show you the real video, child. Where is it? She might have got it taken off, but it's so many. But here it is right here. I'm just gonna show you me talking about it, child. I just typed it in the YouTube search. Let's see what comes up. So let me see. Oh, there goes something from 9 years ago. Disrespectful. And I didn't even blog. That's 9 years ago. There go another one for 8 years ago. Is Claudia Jordan a racist? That's on Gossip. Okay, hold on. Let's see what they had said on here from 8 years ago.
This is Claudia Jordan doing a special report for Get Entertainment. I don't usually do this, but it's for my friend Tina Davina. It's her birthday party. It's the all black everything birthday party. I didn't really think it's a good idea with all these black people walking around because black on black, it's hard to see. I can't really see who's who in all black. I can only see the beige people like Cecily, Jason, Janland, kind of Tina, myself. Everybody else, I only see teeth and eyes. So whatever.
She only see teeth and eyes. That's one of them Caucasian jokes. Them Caucasians say that about black people all the time. I can't see the black people in the dark. Only thing I see is they white teeth and their eyes. Okay. So I'm sure she got that from her Caucasian mother, and she said she's never said it. Okay. Every time I bring it up, she says I'm lying on her. She also called a black man an ape. She called a monkey, Caucasian racist Caucasian people love calling people monkeys and apes, and Claudia was calling people monkeys and apes. And now since she's trying to atone for her sins, she goes around and uses racist trauma porn and constantly posts about how black people are targeted for racism as if we don't live it every day. It's like, Claudia, we know. I mean, you don't know, but we know. So, I ain't gonna deep dive into, the psychosis of colorist Claudia, but that's why I call her colorist Claudia. Okay. She has said I was lying on her. She has said she was gonna send me a cease and desist. I never got it. She said she was gonna sue me. I don't know what for because I haven't lied. All the things that she said has come out of her own mouth. And there's that. Hold on, Jeremy said something. Michelle, please spare us. We don't want to hear about Eaglefoot Jordan. Okay. You see, I stopped it. I didn't go too far. Okay, I didn't go too far. You said her Caucasian mother and a black stepmother. Oh, okay, black stepmother. Oh, you listen. She grew up with her mama. That's all I know because she told her story and I listened. Okay. Don't try to change the narrative now, colorist Claudia. I know you watching. Moving on, like this video, Now, who else do I have? Oh, speaking of miss, and more miss, we was talking about the drama of Real Housewives of Atlanta. But before I get there, I want to check these ratings real quick because it wouldn't be a show if I didn't look at the ratings. Hold on, ratings by Bravo. Shout out to Ratings by Bravo. They always show us these good old ratings every week. And this week they were low yet again. Let me look at the Wikipedia page. Hold on. Real Housewives of Atlanta wiki. Hold on. Real Housewives of Atlanta episodes. And when I do that, you will see all of the ratings. Okay, here it is right here. Now look at these ratings this season are like atrocious. Okay, so hold on, these are previous seasons, honey. They was getting millions. Now here we are in season 16. Okay. Season 11 was the last episode that aired on May 18th, 2025, and the ratings was 0.53, which is 530,000 people tuned in. Look, Nene got more than that on the first episode of her show. Nene got more than that on her interview with Cynthia Bailey. 530,000 people tuned in on May 18th to watch Let's Be Honest. Now, I know there are some people who are like, oh, it doesn't matter because, I watched it on Peacock on Tuesday. I watched it on Peacock yesterday, whatever. Those ratings did not go into consideration when it comes down to advertising and advertising dollars. I know I have to explain this to y'all every time, but I'll keep saying it and sound like a broken record. But just like the Super Bowl, we know the Super Bowl comes on at 6 o'clock on Sunday on whatever date it comes on. They know that millions of people are going to be watching that date, that time, and sitting in front of that TV. And that is why advertising dollars for the Super Bowl are sky high because they know they have a captive audience. So when you look at shows like The Real Housewives of Atlanta, they come on Sundays, and it used to be a captive audience because everybody wanted to see what was going to happen on the show on Sunday night. And it used to be even as little as, look, this was like, okay, even when we was talking about last season, it was going down, but at least it was close to a milli. At least it was close to a milli. And then season 14, they was hitting a milli consistently. It probably averaged a milli season 14. Season 13, it was a milli, still like 1.2, 1.3, 1.4. And before that, they was in the 2s and 3s. Okay. These many millions of people sat down on Sunday night to watch Bravo. Okay. Now, people say TV changes. TV this, TV that, but they still taking notes and they still taking numbers, and numbers matter. Now, speaking of numbers mattering, okay, Phaedra Parks is making her grand return to the show. Okay. And I know people are like, well, Kenya left. Look, Kenya got the boot, so Phaedra can run on. Look, Kandi got the boot, so Phaedra can come back. And so it is what it is. Phaedra flew off of Married to Medicine in her private jet with her fake renter man and flew right on to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And since that time, she has been boots on the ground doing interviews and everything. Hold on, let me find Phaedra, honey. Phaedra is doing all the interviews. Phaedra is ready. Phaedra said the time is now. Okay. Here she is right here in her blue dress. Blue is a beautiful color. She said the countdown is on 3 days until my RHOA return this Sunday on Bravo Peacock. And so, in addition to showing you, her nip tuck and liposuction and new breasts, okay, Phaedra got all new everything. Look, she is with her bestie Andy, okay, and Andy said on just the other day on Watch What Happens Live when Shamea was on there, Shamea was throwing a little shade. Shamea was like, oh, Phaedra's been on 2-3 shows. I mean, she bounced over to Married to Medicine. Now she's back and bouncing back to the Real Housewives. And then Andy said Phaedra's not going anywhere. So, I mean, even with that little slip of the tongue, we know that Andy is team Phaedra. I wonder how Kandi feel about this picture right here. Okay, let me see what else. Look. They having them a good old time. Selfie on deck. Selfie on deck. Okay. Phaedra is in the office. Okay. Phaedra is in the office picking up her check for next week. Okay. She's also doing interviews. She's done several interviews this week. Okay. Here she is prepping for a few of them with some of Bravo's favorite vloggers. Okay. There they are, the Caucasian men, virtual reality. And there they are. Oh, who is that? Oh, that's Blair Underwood. I don't know what he was doing there. Okay, there's Phaedra standing in front of NBC Universal. So Phaedra is back, y'all. People are saying for 2 episodes. Well, 2 is 2. Kandi wasn't on none. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Like this video. Let me see if I can find a little segment of her interview. Oh, I have several. Let me see. Is this when she get back? Let me see what this is. Okay, that's that. This is that. Oh, this is when Bravo just posted this. Freaking frack have never been so back. Phaedra returns on Sunday. So they doing a whole Phaedra rollout. Y'all know the drill, copyright disclaimer, yada yada yada. Let's see what this little snippet is doing. Hold on.
Getting a little dating on.
It just don't feel right yet. Like
You just ain't got the
Phaedra made her debut wearing all Gucci everything. She is gold now. She got her gold Nene wig on. She got her gold jewelry, her gold outfit, and her Gucci suit. Okay, come through, Phaedra. Yes, researching.
right touch.
Is that what it is? When it touch you right, and you be like, oh, okay, I'm
Get
ready.
the right 10 fingers.
Yes, not yet. I
Okay, look. Y'all excited? Put a 1 in the chat if you're excited. Put a 10 in the chat if you could care less.
know you are though.
Yes, he's 30.
30.
Not her talking about the 30-year-old man, child. We know the 30-year-old man got a Caucasian girlfriend, but they not exclusive. So I guess he could be, chilling with Phaedra on the weeknights and chilling with his girlfriend on the weekends.
My relationship with Porsha is awesome.
Phaedra and I over the years have definitely been cool.
We have had our ups.
They say they've been cool, but when have y'all seen Phaedra and Porsha hanging out since Phaedra got the boot? I hadn't seen it. I hadn't seen it at all.
And downs, but we've always maintained our friendship.
I'm the type of friend, like, once I go through my healing process and get over it, I don't even think about it.
When there is a true
Oh, is that how it is? Okay.
friendship, no matter what you go through, it can never be broken. And it's just like riding a bicycle. When we get together, we are rolling. Wonder
Twins activate. This is interesting. I wonder how Shamea feel about this.
Twins activate. So, what's going on with the group, girl?
Oh, this is a long clip. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to play this. Hold on. Let me move myself a little change positions. Oh, you said Porsha, you are no one's friend. Okay, you said that red hair is a mess. She is switching them wigs, ain't she? Andy is effectively keeping Black women divided. Period. I'm thoroughly disgusted with him and these clueless Black women. Well, I mean, you can also say he's keeping Black women employed. So I don't know. I mean, you can think of it 2-3 ways. They are getting a check. Okay, you said this is forced. Oh no, Phaedra should give Porsha her behind to kiss. Oh, ooh. Hold on, let's listen.
Girl, all kind of things.
Kelly comes to the showroom. She is so tiny.
She's so tiny. She's
It's
smaller
giving-
than you, girl.
She's giving garden gnome.
She is giving.
Not Garden Gnome and Smurfette for Kelly.
You know I love small people.
You so damn.
You remember we had the
shady.
Christmas party? I had all the little people there.
Baby, she is.
It does seem forced. They sitting here talking about episodes from 10 seasons ago.
Not that little.
That's like my fetish, like little people.
Oh my god.
I just want to pick them up and take them home. I love everything little, honey. Little Duval, little baby, little Wayne, little mama. Just give me
Phaedra want all the little people, child.
all the littles. I will take them, honey. I'll bag them up and put them in my basement.
Alrighty, so y'all ready for Phaedra? Some of y'all said yes, some of y'all said no, some of y'all said y'all don't give a dang. Okay, you said the Real Housewives is for the streets. You said you scared of little people. Well, Phaedra is a little person now. Phaedra's a little short. Okay, and I guess Kelly is even shorter than Phaedra. Where is Phaedra? Now she's also done a few interviews. Let me see what these clips are. I saved some clips for y'all. I saved a few clips. What's this one? Oh, this is Interview Mag. That don't even look like Phaedra. Where this picture come from? Girl, she got the Nene eyebrows, she got the Porsha nose, and she got the somebody else teeth, child. Whose wig is that? That don't even look like Phaedra. Phaedra said, if you're poor, stay away. Phaedra Parks on Peaches, Prenups, and Pope Francis. Before making her grand return to the Real Housewives of Atlanta this Sunday, perennial fan favorite Phaedra Parks joins us for this week's installment of the Rorschach test to give her highest opinions on fashion, faux pas, funeral homes, and the housewives drama. Child, I don't want to read. I want to see a video. Rachel said, "Oh my gosh, he was the people's pope. I think it's a testament to his life." Okay, she's talking about the pope. Then she's talking about tariffs. It's so unfortunate. It would be great if we actually made things in the United States, but since we don't produce anything, it's not going to serve our best interest to impose tariffs. Okay, Phaedra, we know that. Then she talked about CT. I don't care. Oh wait, she was talking about Traders. Said he was one of the best things that ever happened during my season of Traders. I probably would have KILLED'd myself had it not been for CT's encouragement, and he's got the best head of hair you've ever seen. Oh, that's nice. Here she is on Kenya Moore's stunt. Oh, she got a comment on Kenya Moore's stunt. She said, "Oh, the network said no to that one." I can see her saying that the network said no to that one. Honey. But Kenya, the network said no. We need that on a t-shirt. Jeremy said Phaedra's new the titty balls look like bricks on bricks on bricks. Hated it in my living color. Hated it. Okay. Well, Jeremy said no to them titty balls. Okay. Let me see. We got another one that's a video. Let me see. Child, Phaedra is on a press tour for a whole 3 days. She is on a press tour. Hold on. That's Lil Duval had posted that and said Phaedra was flirting with him by saying his name in the thing. And who is this right here? Oh, this is an interview. Let's see what this little clip say. New York Live TV. Handle her hustle, match her energy, adore her daily. Phaedra's not asking for much when it comes to looking for her ideal man. Is that gonna be Phaedra's 2-episode storyline? Her 30-year-old man
adore me.
Who is Phaedra's ideal match? Like, what are we looking for? And is this it?
Youthful, fun. He's got to love God. He's got to love family. But he's got to understand how to be with a businesswoman because I'm very busy.
Yeah.
So, and he's got to adore me, love on me. I need love, like I'm a puppy. He's got to adore me.
Who is Phaedra's ideal match?
Like she a puppy. Wait a minute, Phaedra, you a dog now? You don't want nobody calling you no female dog. Anyway, moving on. That was the clip they posted. If you want to watch the full video, I'm sure it's over there on YouTube, New York Live TV. Okay. Salute to Phaedra, honey. And I guess we will be saying it. They said so she's gonna be thirsting for 2 episodes. Well, 2, and then won't she be on the reunion? I mean, come on now. They need a little something to come. But anyway, moving on, like this video. Speaking of Phaedra, Apollo and his ex is on the blogs, child, acting up. It's like, child, what is y'all doing? Hold on. Sherein and Apollo. Apparently, Sherein caught Apollo with another woman in the house. Now, I reported several weeks ago that Sherein and Apollo's divorce had been finalized, and in finalizing the divorce, they both were granted permission to stay in the same house. And it's like, wait a minute, What type of divorce is that? Somebody needs to get out. This is the same type of divorce that Drew is allegedly going through, where Ralph stay in the basement and she stay upstairs. Like, look, somebody, look, y'all gonna have to sell the house. We're gonna have to get an apartment or something, because if we divorce, we don't need to be sitting in here together. So hold on, I'm about to show you. Let me go to Sheren's page if she didn't take it down, honey. Shereen, Queen Sherein. Queen Sherein. Sherein told all the business, child. Sherein said, I found my voice. He lost his mask. Okay, this is what Sherein has said. Okay, and I guess Sherein was out of town and she saw Apollo on the cameras with another woman. 5/17/25. This was a couple of days ago. And yeah, she said, don't bring anyone to my house while I am out of town because you can't afford a hotel room. I'm still confused. Like, why is y'all still living together? It's his house too. So if y'all are not married and it's his house too, why he can't bring somebody over there? Um, and then the people in the chat is reading her. The people said, absolutely no one is surprised by this but you. Somebody else said, what did you say about his ex again? Wifey wasn't doing her job, so I did. So I slid in. Somebody said, that's karma, babe. And then somebody said, I remember when she showed up to that restaurant on RHOA talking about she was his girlfriend and he was still legally married to Phaedra. Y'all remember that? Kandi and Todd brought Sherein over to the OLG when it was on Peter Street before it had shut down. And then this person said, girl, you took him while he was married to someone else, right? Bye. Somebody else said the comments are definitely not what she intended. So yeah, she also posted. Well, I'm gonna show you that in a minute. Okay, Sherein lost a little weight. Sherein been on that Ozempic. Shout out to Ozempic. Okay, because Phaedra called her a bad built bitch when she was on Married to Medicine. So Sherein came straight home and got on the diet. So unless this is AI, she lost a few pounds. So shout out to Sherein. Now Apollo responded. Okay, Apollo responded back, and here is what he had to say about everything that was going on, which is interesting. Hold on, what's Apollo's? Uh, Apollo 903. There he is. Oh, he didn't deleted it. Yeah, that's okay. I got a picture of it. I got a screenshot. Hold on. Now y'all remember a few weeks ago when I said that when Apollo had posted that thing, talk about he was so in love with Sherein, how I felt that Sherein had that was Sherein posting that. I still feel that way. I really do. Hold on, let me see. Screenshot. Is this it? That's that. Oh yeah, that's it right here. So let bam, 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 bam. Send it to myself. Let me send it to myself. Uh-huh. He said, Phaedra did a Jasmine cracking on Sherein. Ooh, Apollo and Ralph eating cold canned baked beans out the can down in the basement. That listen, I don't know what they doing. All I know is one or both need to move. Okay, here is what Apollo posted and apparently um deleted. Okay, I don't know why he deleted it because we got it right here, Apollo. Apollo posted this right here. And here is what he said. He said, I might have to zoom in. Let me see. He said he posted this picture of what looks like Sherein hugging another man. Okay, and I'm like, where was Apollo? Who was taking the picture? What was you doing, Apollo? Were you stalking? So he posted this, talk about she was currently married during this even, and that isn't Apollo Nida '03. Trying to emasculate a man is a real thing. Also, telling only your version should be a sin. There is an adverse effect to people's actions, and one must be conscious of that, as well as the decision they make and the barriers in which they cross. Part 1 of 10. Queen Sherein. Hashtag your house. Hashtag really. Hashtag super divorced. Okay, he did 2 pictures. That's the second one. I guess they was hugging a little closer. And that's the other one. Okay, where they was kissing or something. So but what is up with these couples getting online and just dragging each other, like drag each other on the phone or something? I'm not with this. Okay. Um, but Sherein responded Okay, and she posted, hold on, let me see if I can find it. And she posted text messages. Is this it? No, that's Peter Thomas. She posted text messages where Apollo was begging her to come back. It must be on it. Let me see if it's on the shade room. Where Apollo was begging her to come back, and we was like, well, if he's begging you to come, y'all in the same house, just go downstairs. I mean, I'm still at a loss to why are we here? Hold on. Like this video as y'all get in here, please. Like this video. Here it is. Right here. Nope, that's not it. I'm sorry, y'all. All this Diddy news is in the way of this Apollo news. Oh, here it is, right here. Okay. So this is on the shade room. And she posted this. And the shade room said Apollo's now ex-wife Sherein posted video footage of him with another woman. The couple reportedly had been separated since November 2023, just over a year after they got married in October 2022. Okay, but again, like I said, they were living in the same house. So she also posted these text messages that were from Apollo. It's going too fast. I got to pause it. She said, "This is what narcissistic abuse looks like. To the woman he's sleeping with, you are no different. You are supply." So they always start talking about the narcissist. Okay, she must be hanging with Nene. And then he posted this. This is a text from Apollo. I guess she blocked out what she said, but this was Monday, May 12th. This was last week. He said, "No other women." And then he said, she put a little happy face, like laughing. And then he said, "I would give anything to start over without any of the actions that hurt you. You are the best thing that has happened in my life. I am very grateful for you. I need God to allow you to forgive me and give me a clean slate. I'm sad and hurt. All that I did hasn't helped me deal with where we are in this relationship. I'm a family man. I'm a family man, and I do believe in that. This is rough. Look around. Who do I have?" And 4 question marks. So she said, "If this ain't proof he's using all of you, I don't know how else to save you." This was sent today, May 20th, 2025. So she's trying to tell the side chicks that he using them, but she divorced and living in the same house with him, and he telling her this because maybe he need her to buy the groceries and pay the bills. I mean, I'm just saying, like, who's using who? Then she said, "This post isn't for him, it's for you. Protect your energy, trust your gut. Don't excuse the red flags." So she posting this to the ladies. Girl, get out while you can. And then she said, "For my daughter." What? What? Oh, it's for a child. I'm so over this. And the people in the chat saying the same thing. Same way you got them is the way you lose them. Brandon, like me, in the chat talk about where the pause button. Hell, I can't read that fast. Somebody else said, "I'm tickled because this was literally her with Apollo when Apollo was still married to Phaedra. Pot meet kettle." And then I am Max said, "But you in that water screaming, Apollo ain't worried about you." Well, hell, he ain't worried about you either. Well, it is what it is. The best tea happens outside of the show. I told y'all that a long time ago. The best tea is outside of the show. Jeremy, thank you so much again. Jeremy said, "Child, I hope Sherein don't release that footage of me and Apollo on top of the stove making whoopee." Not you, Jeremy. You too? Lord, not Apollo, child, not Apollo and Jeremy sit in a tree. KISSING. Mm-mm. You said that's the real tea. Apollo would never write Sherein is best thing in his life when he had two precious children, Aiden and listen. I told y'all it seemed to me that Sherein was writing all the messages, but I mean, it is what it is. Shout out to Sherein and Apollo. Let them fight amongst themselves. Them and Remy Ma and Papoose. Listen. I didn't even want to go there, but I guess I will since I'm here. Child, where is the neighbor of the child? They've been going at it all day. They've been going. Okay, it all started with Clarissa Shields, who went on the Breakfast Club to tell everybody about her man, Papoose, and how she loved him and how Remy wasn't giving him a divorce quick enough. And when you are the side chick, even though she don't feel like she the side chick, when you are messing with a man who is still married, like Sherein was still messing with Apollo allegedly while he was still married to Phaedra, you don't go on no show talking about them married people business. Okay, that's what you don't do. But apparently she young, she don't know no better, and she did it. I want to show that clip first. Where is that clip, child? It must be on the Breakfast Club. Like this video as y'all get in here. Y'all know I don't never talk about Papoose and Clarice and all of them. I don't do that. But we're gonna do it today. Oh, they didn't even post that part. I need to go all the way to the Breakfast Club. Shout out to the Breakfast Club. Instagram. Here she is. Right here. And we don't like what she said. Okay, like this video, y'all. Copyright disclaimer, copyright disclaimer, copyright disclaimer.
You said there's some things he needs to handle? What do you mean by that?
Say it again.
You said earlier there's some things Pap need to handle?
So Charlamagne set her up. Charlamagne set her up, okay, because like she in this interview and now she about to speak on Papoose and Remy's situation.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's the elephant in the room. I don't have to say it.
I don't know.
In his personal life.
Oh.
Well, why he gotta? I mean, whatever he gotta handle, you ain't gotta talk about it on no nationally televised or a syndicated radio show.
Yeah, it's the elephant in the room. Like, but that takes time, and like I said, that's not my place to speak on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's not your place to speak on. You shouldn't have spoke on it. You should have just said no comment. Next question.
It'll get handled. I just know that from my perspective, I'm with him every day, and when I'm not with him, we're on the phone every day, and we're talking, and we're FaceTiming, and you know, we love each other. So that's just kind of what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you said it's cool when Remy do it, not cool when Pop do it. Why don't people just divorce and move on? I mean, divorce is hard, especially with people who got a history. You know, I don't know. I think it's psychological. You probably just don't want to give that person up, or you don't want that person to have nobody else. I don't know what it is about divorce. You know, I got divorced and it was strange. I was ready to go, but wasn't ready to go. And yeah, so anyway, you said, why does Remy have to sit down? We barely hear from her. She's living her best life away from Pop. Okay, let's finish listening. What
saying? But hey, it's a situation, and it is what it is.
I'm assuming you mean like you want to wait till the divorce is like official. Did that hold you? Did that keep you from like giving your all?
No, no, because we're together all the time.
So the all is already given. Is what she's
oh, here we go.
saying.
Yeah, that's it. We already talk. We talk about so many different things, and I'm 30, so we talk about kids and family and stuff like that. But like it's
talking about kids and family with a man who's still technically married is diabolical.
That still has to get taken care of. But like, you know, once again, it's not for me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not married, you know? So, yeah.
And so this is what sparked all the Remy and Pop drama that's going on right now.
That'll get handled, but still at the same time, I've been like, I'm such a secure woman when it like comes to him because he's proven it to me. Like I was when somebody is just truthful with you from the beginning.
Oh God. Now he told me from the beginning. He told me he's still married. He told me he just want to be in the house with his kids. He told me that, you know, they working on it. He told me that he don't really want to be there. He told me, but he's there. Oh my God. Fathers, please protect your daughters.
There is no secrets. It's just, hey, this is what it is. And do you accept or do you not accept? That's kind of what it was. And he's been truthful from the beginning. And we fell asleep on the phone for 3-4 months of us first getting together. So for us to fall asleep on a regular night and then to wake up to chaos in the morning was like, oh shit.
Say that's how we found out because y'all was on the damn phone.
But that had been going on.
Okay, yeah, they was on the phone. So, let me go over here to what Remy responded, and it's been hell ever since. Okay, like this video, please. Like this video. I don't even know how I got over to this side of the internet. I don't even know what had happened. So, excuse me, my allergies is messing with me. Here is what Remy was mad. She was real mad because she was like, "Oh, y'all done brought me up. I wasn't even trying to do this. I was not even trying to do this. Hold on, here she is right here. I don't know if this is the first one or not. Okay, you said he got her. It's over with. He don't have to do no more. She showed her worth. Ooh, okay, let's see.
Scared of nobody. All of that tough talk. Nobody. All that tells me that I'm coming at you way different than I come at anybody else. Like nobody. There should be no ill feelings at all. Especially in my advice. My advice was like, hey, if you move on with somebody and that person wants to be with you and y'all planning a family together and all that, you can't come and talk crazy to me. How? Your future kid possibly is going to be related to my kid. What you doing? Stop. You understand what I'm saying? There's no ill feelings on either side. And I'm not emotional. I'm not. Let's be clear. Nobody's scared.
I'm not done showing the boxing clip. So, Pop responded. Papoose. Child, everybody responded. Hold on, here it is right here. Papoose responds to Remy Ma with a divorce filing. You just called me yesterday trying to get back for me. So he posts the receipts, said this was so easy to file for divorce. Why hasn't she done it? Pump faking. The only reason I haven't filed previously is for the sake of my daughter. She has to go to school. When two individuals behave like civilized adults, you can get a divorce peacefully and privately, and that was my intention. But when a person wants to be bitter and clout chase, it turns into a circus, which can lead to an embarrassment for my child. You just lied for an hour straight, but actions speak louder than lies. You just called me yesterday trying to get back with me, and I said no. Okay, so he posted this little clip, this little screenshot of something he filed with the courts. Okay, as of today, yesterday, 5/22/2025 at 5:16 p.m. It's like, why you wait till yesterday till after she spoke up? I'm so confused. Okay, and so then Remy responded again, child. Remy Ma responds to Papoose with her own receipts, says he hasn't taken their daughter to school since last year. I knew he was coming on here like the emotional girl he is. Here we go. She said, not popping ish, but everyone got me blocked. Like I said, all Papoose care about is what y'all think of him. I knew he was coming on here like the emotional girl he is, and I've been waiting. I would listen to only Papoose music 24/7 for the rest of my life before I get back with you, bozo. Sidebar, and you haven't taken my daughter to or from school since last year, but that's allegedly why you got to play so close to my crib. Double sidebar, like I always tell you, if you miss me, just say that. No need to start an unnecessary fight. Hashtag I'm never saying anything. I'm never not saying anything again.
I'm trying to get back. Would y'all like to see my messages from yesterday? Here's my phone right here. Would y'all like to see my messages from yesterday? Let's go to my messages. Let's go. Let's flip this real quick.
Oh, now we seeing the messages.
This is my messages. Look what he saved as.
Ooh.
Bozo.
Not bozo.
Let's scroll down. Let's go to yesterday.
Oh, let's pause it. It said my lawyer just spoke. Hold on, let's see.
This is yesterday. Let's go up.
Oh.
Look at him being my friend. Sending me pictures of the baby. My daughter's asleep. This is Tuesday. My daughter's asleep at 11:18.
Oh.
My daughter's asleep. Not
the receipts.
She's asleep. This she's asleep. This is the other day. This is the other day. Everything's fine, right? Ain't no issues. You ain't telling you sending those type of texts at 11 something at night, right? Okay, what I said, leave my baby. I was trying to get back. Y'all, would y'all like
You said it was no, it said
your lawyer
it
to be
was a date on there.
thanking me? That's it.
There
Everything
go
you doing
yesterday at
yesterday
10:58 right there.
at 10:59. Can you send me your lawyer's name and number? Just call my lawyer again. Like I told you, you have not retained or paid her. Tell Clarence to pay it. He will do it. I'm on hold. We'll be speaking to my lawyer shortly. I have no clue who that is. Spoke to my lawyer. We are meeting Saturday. Then we'll be ready for mediation. My lawyer just spoke to the person you said was your lawyer, and she stated she still hasn't been retained and that you should reach out, that she'll reach out to you. I'm tired of y'all playing public image games with me, and I'm being the bigger person, not playing back. I tried to be nice, but you played in my face. Garbage day is tomorrow, which is today. All things not belonging to me or my daughter will be on the curb tonight. I've been storing it for over 6 months. That's over 2. I spoke to my attorney again. She did not speak to your attorney since her and I spoke. We are meeting Saturday, which is the soonest her schedule allows. Be alone. She should be thanking me. That's it. Everything he got yesterday. After that, we will be ready to proceed. The graduation is June 6th, right? No, it's June 5th. Stupid. Get back what you win. That's it. Stop playing with me. Every time you say something, I'm a bomb you. Shall I scroll back to when you was in Africa and people was wishing they got their shots? After that, we will be.
I'm confused too, child. Listen. I'm confused too, because then she posted that and then he posted like they going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Here he go right here. Look. Papoose details finding out about Remy Ma's alleged cheating, says she purchased a home 40 minutes from theirs where she could allegedly creep. Also says he caught her asleep on the phone with him. I'm gonna put everybody sleeping on the phone. Why is y'all sleeping on the phone? The girl Clarice was sleeping on the phone with Pap, and now Remy was sleeping on. Like this is some weird. Like, and then she went and got on the daughter's Instagram page to respond to him and says he stayed because I paid for everything. Now let's listen.
But let me tell y'all this. So I bring it to her attention that I found out that she's sleeping with the lane. They said, yo, Pat, this nigga out here telling niggas he fucking your wife. I said, word. Mind you, it's not the first time she cheated. You know what I mean? I continued the marriage because I live by my wedding vow. I try to live by my wedding vows. Richer for poor, sick and
this need to be on Love and Hip Hop.
For health, sickness and health, you know what I'm saying? Better for worse, and death to us part. So you try to work through things. She said, I think we should do therapy. I said, okay. Even though I'm private and I don't like to speak to people about my personal business, that was a very, very difficult thing for me to do. So when we go to therapy, the therapist says, do y'all want to get a divorce or do y'all want to work it out? Me and her both said we want to work it out. I'm going to be honest. Because honestly, I didn't want to not live under the same roof as my 5-year-old. Because I told Ram back then, before I even clipped him, I said, when I catch son, I'm putting him down. I'm putting him down. He violated, you know what I'm saying? And what I noticed, when I found out, I noticed that
and see, that's the point I'm making. Like, Clarice, she needs to be paying attention because this right here, this energy right here, this emotion right here is the type of emotion when you be like, y'all gonna handle that. I'm out. Like her sitting right there next to him, or Remy's dude sitting right there next to her while they are arguing with each other on the internet. They might as well meet in the middle and go have sex because this right here is too much. Okay.
Every time me and her stepped out and made an appearance, he'd go post on his gram, do little sucker shit. He'd go make a post on his story about us. So I'm watching this. Mind you, y'all, I'm not saying nothing the whole time. I know this nigga sleeping with my wife, but I ain't saying nothing. Couple days go by, things a little peaceful, man.
Okay, there's that. But then he plays the audio. This is going too far. He plays the audio of Remy's side, boo, because again, you know, they both still married and both of them dealing with other people. And apparently he threatened her with blackmail and said that he was gonna put out some pictures of her. And I don't know if that was a long time ago or what, but he bringing it back up and he bringing the audio back up, child.
So we playing the audio, y'all, of the lane admitting to blackmailing her. He's admitting it.
Yeah, well, so far she's saying she fuck with
Hold on.
I believe her. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go with that. But you're right though. That anything can happen. Well, that shit gonna be 3 months, nigga. I don't know for how long it is. I got pictures, the texts, the videos of it. That shit gonna blow whenever I say it's gonna go.
How these men be getting all these pictures and videos of y'all coochies and stuff? Y'all need to start letting them take pictures and videos of y'all when y'all in the bed, okay?
I'm talking about where I'm saying that news of cheating and all of that shit go anytime. It don't matter if it's a week or whatever. Like the only reason why it's sparking is because you do all these shit.
All right, so y'all heard that. And again, we're gonna play her basically saying she's been blackmailed. That's what it sounds like to me. What y'all think?
She would have been over. He would have been over. You put me in a predicament, so I had to still kind of be cool with the nigga to make sure you don't go all the way back and I'm not getting dragged on both sides by Team Papoose and Team Fuck this nigga. You didn't give a fuck. You didn't fucking care.
That is not true.
Talking to this nigga.
That is not true.
Why they recording each other phone calls?
Stop talking to this nigga. So you telling me you got a lame running around here bragging, oh, I'm fucking this wife, oh, the whole shit, right? You got a lame who came in front of me, shook my hand, and which is total disrespect as a man. You sleep with my wife, it is what it is. She chose that. She's an adult. That's not why I knocked you out. I knocked you out because you shook my hand. So we playing the...
Oh, okay. Oh, it's another one, honey. Remy says Papoose thanked her for sharing her truth. Wait a minute. What? I don't even know. I'm just playing. At this point, I'm just playing shit because I don't even know.
Shots to go to Africa. It was pills. How do I know? Because the text came to my phone because he's still on my health insurance. He just didn't want you to go. That's all. So he could sit over there and call me every day about how being here just makes me think about everything. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Not yesterday. I was laid up yesterday. Was I not laid up? Were we not laid up? Oh.
And then her stupid dude sitting next to her while she arguing on the internet about her husband. Everybody does.
Ew. I don't even like the cologne you wear. It's gross. Ew. Promise you. By the way.
Okay, look, people in the comment section, the one person losing here is Clarissa. The husband and wife still love each other. Okay. Nobody wins when the family feud. Well, there's that. Okay, what's this? This is another one. Remy Ma drops alleged receipt of Papoose pawning items for cash. Why I can't find my Cartier bracelet? Oh, not pawning stuff. November 6, 2024. Remy Ma said too many lies to refute, but let's start with this one. Papoose, why were you in the pawn shop 6 months ago? Did you ever go pick it up? You had till your birthday to get it out. Why can't I find my Cartier bracelet? Sidebar, but wait, there's more. I'll get those when I get home. Child, not you. Then the people in the chat said this girl been quiet all this time and now she's finally defending herself. Y'all got a problem with it. Social media is really dark and weird place. It is. Oh, damn, they still going? Hold on. Now he's saying he wrote 90% of her music. We knew that though.
You know it's true. Look at the comments. They know what I wrote. I wrote tons of her music. 90% of her music, I wrote it since I've been around her.
We knew that.
I wrote probably like 3 songs on her first album. If I listen to it, I'll tell you exactly what I wrote. And when you listen to it, y'all know my pen. But that's neither here nor there. That's not why I came here. The only reason why I'm mentioning that is because you fabricated. You fabricated and you talked about my children. And as a father, I was not going to allow that. I've allowed you to do what you've been doing all of this time, and I said nothing. I said nothing. She got mad at me because I went live and said I didn't knock this lame out.
Okay, what's last, honey? He got one more. Papoose says he caught Remy Ma in bed with a woman she met in prison while their daughter was in the bed too. Lord, what about the children? Like they say, y'all saying in the chat, it's getting worse and worse. Is he still on live now? How they getting these clips every few minutes?
I don't remember exactly what year it was, but she informed me, hey, such and such just came home, one of the individuals who she was locked up with. So I said, oh, okay, that's cool. But I remember the name from when she was away. I don't think nothing of it. Oh, this year, we always celebrate our birthdays together. Me, her, and the baby birthday, my birthday, our family. They all come around. It's like, that's how I was raised. So I'm real big on family. So this particular year, she says, I want to have an all girls party. So I'm like, okay. So you don't want me and the baby to come? All right. No, just my friends, all girls. I'm like, damn, that's a little, I don't want to say strange, but I was like, okay, we usually do it as a family, but this is cool. You want to have it with all girls. So she has the all girls party. I don't go. I falls back. After that, we had like a little dinner in the basement or whatever at the crib. So this is the first time I seen homegirl outside of when they was in the penitentiary together. So I see her at the crib. Okay, she stayed for a couple days. She spent the night. So this time when she comes to visit the crib, every night when it's time to go to bed, she's telling me, oh, I'm gonna go sleep in the guest room with such and such. I don't even want to say this individual name because I ain't even trying to give her no clout. She's a extreme clout chaser. So I don't even want to say her name. So she tells me, I'm going to sleep in the guest room with such and such. I said, okay, that's cool. I sleep in the room by myself. Big ass crib, big ass room, everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything that I bought through the whole crib, all the utilities in my name. That's another story, but she fabricating. I sleep in the room by myself. I don't think nothing of it. Next day, same thing. I said, damn, babe, you sleeping in there again? She like, yeah, I'm just staying with such and such, right? I said, all right, cool. Anybody in Bedford Hills, can you please step to the front? So now I'm like, damn, this shit weird. What the hell?
It ain't weird. You knew what she liked. Anyway, moving on. They're arguing with each other online. They still have feelings for each other. They up here spilling tea about who's sleeping with who, as if it matters. If you get in a divorce, it don't matter who she has slept with back then. Like, this don't even make no sense. But I mean, we here for the mess. They posting the mess online. Like everybody said, they got us all up in the group chat. And there's that. Speaking of group chat, I'm about to put a link in here if y'all want to call in and talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. I ain't got nothing but time, child. I want to also talk about it was somebody else on here. Oh, Peter. I forgot about Peter. Peter posted this little clip yesterday, basically telling everybody that he's ready to take accountability. Remember, we told you that Peter had gotten sentenced a few months back, and people were like, well, why he ain't in jail yet? We don't understand. He should have been gone. Well, apparently, as I told y'all before, he's supposed to be turning himself in. I think it was like the end of June or something. But he posted this and got people thinking he turned himself in now, but he didn't. Okay, here it is right there. He posted the Federal Bureau of Prisons in Miami. I think he just took this picture because he was in Miami last weekend. But he said, all my people told me not to post this, that I am crazy if I do. I am not crazy, just real as F-U-C-K. The first thing I must say to all new business owner, please pay that withholding tax. You do not want to be in the position that I'm in right now. The law is the law. It is not easy for us black men, especially in my industry. No bank, fund, restaurant, bar, lounge. We have to put that ish on us 100%. This is a new chapter in my life. It's called Accountability and Responsibility, my road to redemption. I have 3 black sons, and I must lead by example. Also, for my 4 beautiful grandsons. This life ain't easy, but we're resilient, and your granddaddy is a king. God bless. And by the way, I didn't just find God in my time of troubles. I was raised this way. Love, Peter Thomas. Well, yeah. Yeah, I mean he's about to turn himself in. He hasn't turned himself in yet. Okay, he just told y'all he's still here. He was over there sitting at Bar One Society. This was 2 hours ago drinking, and last night he was drinking too. Hold on, what he had said? He said still here. Peter be trolling y'all. over there at the bar drinking. Okay, y'all go over there to bar. What is it called? One Society.
Chilling at One Society.
I guess he did that for clout because he also I had screenshot this because I knew I wasn't going to be able to I knew I wasn't going to that it was going to be gone by the time I went live. So I screen recorded these from his Instagram. Yeah, here it is. Everybody was telling him bye. Everybody was telling him we gonna miss you and all of that. And then he went live drunk from Atlanta, and it's like you ain't even in Miami. How is you going? Why is you trolling the people? Here it is right here. Like this video. Put the screen recording in there. Bam, bam.
Miss you, friend. You're gonna miss. We gonna miss you, friend.
It's in the game. My niggas, you was winning it.
So he was reposting everybody saying to keep your head up. We know you're gonna be gone. We'll see you in a few months.
Birthday girl.
Peter did not turn himself in. He's still here. He just did a post 2 hours ago at One Society.
You a winner, baby. You a winner. Let's go. Yo. I made a post, excuse my French, but I made a post earlier for where I'm going and what I'm going through. And there's something I never noticed along the 40 years that I've been self-employed. I never noticed y'all hating ass motherfuckers. You know why? Because I didn't need y'all. I never need y'all. I promise you I never need y'all. I do shit to celebrate blackness. Okay? All right? I didn't ask for your help. I didn't ask for your money. I didn't ask for your loan. I didn't ask for your tender. I didn't ask for your permission. I didn't ask for your guidance. I didn't ask for shit. But I realized that some of y'all motherfuckers are so limited in your resource of intelligence that you just hate on motherfuckers. I'm on some other shit right now.
He's so toe up.
I'm a little bit tipsy.
A little bit.
But we're saying that.
A
I
lot
gotta
of
ask y'all a question. Who are you? I know who I am.
Lord.
Are you that motherfucker that blazed trails?
Oh gosh.
Hey.
Peter was so drunk.
Or you that motherfucker that followed tails?
What?
I be blazing trails all
Peter.
Hey.
There he is. Okay. Salute to Peter. He'll be going soon, but he ain't gone yet. So in the meantime, y'all go support him at his bar or his friend's bar, his brother's bar, One Society in Norcross. The food is good. The food is actually good. The bartenders are great. Anyway, moving on. Like this video. I was gonna talk about the Porsche. Oh yeah. Y'all was asking me about Porsha. So the hearing hasn't came up yet as far as Porsha and Simon. I think it's June. Is it let me look on my calendar. I think it's June 11th. Let me look, what day is it? It's either the 11th or the 14th. But Simon and Porsha will return to court for that prenup enforcement hearing that he was about to attend back in February, and he wanted to attend in person, and somebody, we don't know who, called and got him picked up by ICE before he can make it to the court. Okay, so his attorney got it continued, and it will be in the second week in June. So now this is what I find interesting. He won a little bit of something the other day. A judge posted an order for ICE to have him there, they were saying that, since he was in ICE custody, he won't be able to make it, blah, blah, blah. And that's why they keep continuing it. So the judge basically got in touch with ICE, whatever, and told ICE to have him in court on that day if he's still in custody. If he's not in custody, then they would grant him permission to appear via Zoom. Now we got Porsha dodging the court case as well. I don't think Porsha want this damn prenup enforcement hearing to occur, because now, according to In Touch magazine, with all these damn ads on it, Porsha makes a plea to avoid appearing in person for the divorce hearing where Simon may be present. Okay. Now, Simon has been fighting because he wanted to be there. Okay. He's like, this is about my money. This is about my house. We've been fighting. I feel like she entered into this prenup under false pretenses. I even read the amended complaint over there, the amended petition over on Patreon, where Simon was basically quoting some things that was in the prenup that we hadn't heard of until now. And y'all need to go over there and listen. Okay. I may post it tomorrow just to post it. Repost it publicly just to repost it. It had like 35 pages, and I went through every page, and it was very interesting because basically he was saying that she had already violated terms of the prenup. So how are you going to authorize, certain terms of the prenup and not enforce all of it? So they're having a hearing on that. So now it says the Real Housewives of Atlanta star Porsha pleaded with a judge for permission to attend her upcoming divorce hearing virtually. Now she wants to attend virtually days after it was revealed that her ex Simon could appear in person. Okay, on Monday, May 19th, Porsha 43 filed a motion, that was this past Monday, obtained by In Touch, asking for permission to appear via video at the hearing next month. At the hearing, Porsha is set to make her case for why she believes their prenuptial agreement should be enforced. Simon, 60, who has been in ICE detention since February 19th, has opposed the prenup and accused Porsha of making misrepresentations during negotiations. As In Touch first reported, the court presiding over the divorce has postponed the hearing multiple times, most recently due to Simon being in detention. I reported it too, In Touch, but salute to you, friends. It says Simon's lawyer asked for the hearing to be pushed. She argued her client should be present at the hearing. Simon wrote, the motion to enforce the prenuptial agreement is a substantive motion that requires findings of fact by this court. The outcome of the motion will also have a substantial effect on how the remainder of the divorce case proceeds, as it may be dispositive of some of the issues and result in litigation on others. In his motion, Simon's attorney explained the ICE agency advised it would make arrangements for Simon to be taken to court for the divorce hearing once the court issued a production order. The judge agreed, remember I just told you that, to sign off on the production order, which will instruct ICE agents to bring Simon to court next month. A source close to Simon tells In Touch that he remains in ICE custody, but is expected to be released within the next couple of weeks. It's unclear if he will be released before the hearing takes place. Now, in the new filing that Porsha just filed Monday, Porsha is asking that she be allowed to appear via video conference. Okay. Now, here she is. She says she don't want to be there. Okay. The reality star explained that she has a time-sensitive international employment opportunity, okay, that would require her to leave the country in the next 2 or 3 weeks for an extended period of time that would encompass the June 11th, 2025 hearing. Ooh, what is a time-sensitive international employment opportunity? People have been speculating that Porsha may be preparing to be on Traders or something. I don't know. It's a possibility. It may be some girls trip that she's going to be filming. That's a possibility. But whatever it is, she's saying it's time sensitive, and she has to be there. Now, the RHOA cast member's lawyer wrote, Porsha is a well-known reality television personality, a career in which last-minute travel and unexpected opportunities frequently arise. Porsha shows that this employment opportunity would help her offset the numerous financial obligations that Simon has failed to maintain under the temporary order, as well as to offset the significant legal expenses Porsha has already incurred in pursuing enforcement of the parties' prenuptial agreement and defending herself against Simon as it relates to the instant divorce action. It's interesting that she says defending herself against Simon because she was the one who filed. So how she defending herself against him? I'm just asking. Y'all let me know in the chat. It says Porsha argued if she turned down the deal, aside from the direct financial implications, it could also have the potential to jeopardize the longer term viability and marketability of her brand and professional appeal. The reality star said she was ready to appear at the previous hearing, which was rescheduled due to Simon's situation. Now, I gotta make myself big to say this. So you're telling me that Porsha is asking a judge to consider her financial obligations, but not his financial obligations when he been arguing about his finances for what a year now? It's interesting. Now it's all about her situation and everything. And he listen. Allegedly, she got him detained, and he can't pay for stuff if he's detained. This is interesting. Now let me finish reading this article. It's a key. Okay. It says her lawyer noted that Porsha shows that her request for virtual appearance is made in good faith and reflects a balancing of her professional obligations and the serious nature of these proceedings, not a desire to delay or further complicate the instant litigation. Now, you think that Simon being in ICE detention was of his own free will? They were making it seem like that he was trying to delay the proceedings because he was locked up by ICE. Now, since she want to fly overseas, now she's saying that she's not trying to intentionally delay the proceedings, but it seems that way to me. It says Porsha pointed out the court has accommodated Simon's request due to his detention, so they should accommodate her. Interesting. It also says Simon said if not for the alleged misrepresentations made by Porsha during the prenup negotiations, he would not have agreed to the prenup, which requires him to pay her a substantial financial obligation, which totals over hundreds of thousands of dollars, and which would require him to split the equity of his $7 million home. Simon noted he purchased the home before the marriage, and a judge has yet to rule on Porsha's motion, which was filed on Monday. Okay. He said Simon got himself deported. Oh, okay. If that's true, who will have Pilar? I don't know. He got himself arrested. Oh, okay. I guess he did. The queen, Porsha is the queen of not opening her legs to marry men. Okay, now speaking of Porsha, last but not least, as y'all ain't calling in, shout out to House of Aaron. House of Aaron came with some tea the other day because a lot of people were questioning why was Porsha's mama and Shamea's mama at odds. And apparently it was all over some daycare centers. Okay. Apparently Porsha's mama had some daycare centers. Shamea's mama had some daycare centers. And one of Porsha's mama daycare center went in foreclosure. And Shamea's mama bought it. Okay. And apparently Porsha's mama feel that was a violation. Okay. That was a betrayal because, she didn't care about anybody buying the place. She just didn't want anybody to buy the place and make it another daycare center, which would compete with her other daycare centers. But apparently, Shamea's mama bought the building and turned it into her own daycare center. And so, business is business, and Portia's mama felt away. So I guess that's why she said the apple don't fall too far from the tree. You said it was a violation of the friendship. I mean, she wasn't paying for the building. I mean, if somebody can buy it, somebody can buy it. Like, why if it was in foreclosure, it was gone, right? Like somebody else was gonna buy it. But anyway, I'm digressing. You saying it was petty? Well, it was petty. Well, Shamea mama had the money and Porsha mama didn't. Don't forget, Nene. Oh no, don't do that. Anyway, I'm digressing. You said that was dirty. Oh, I don't know, and this is all alleged. I don't know any receipts, but speaking of daycares, Porsha was in the daycare business as well, and apparently, I don't know if she still owe these people this money or not, but Porsha was sued back in the day over a situation that happened at her daycare center where a child was allegedly unalived at the daycare center. Did y'all hear about that? Somebody pulled some old receipts over here on my Discord. And shout out to Radiance. Hold on, I'm about to show you. I'm about to show you. We always got the tea. Okay. Allegedly. The baby was unalived after being left alone at the daycare. Okay. It said, according to court records, Porsha was the owner of the daycare at the time of the child's death. She was served with the lawsuit as the company's registered agent, and the suit was filed back in 2011, 6/21/2011, 2 years after the baby's tragic death. Okay, y'all. OMG. It said the case went to trial and was conducted as a non-jury trial on 12/11/11, December 11, 2011. The parents won compensatory judgment of $5.1 million. Oh, the person who wrote this said, I'm guessing the daycare's insurance company paid the award. However, I do see where the plaintiff was granted a FIFE, which allows the defendant's assets to be sold to satisfy the judgment. So I don't know if Porsha paid off this $5.1 million lawsuit between 2011 and now. That's been what, 15 years ago, 14 years ago. So I mean, it could have been paid off by now, or her insurance could have paid it off. But that happened, child. That happened. That is a mess. You said someone trusted her with their child. But that's all the tea I got for tonight, y'all. And I have ran my mouth for an hour and 29 minutes. It is now 12:40 in the ATL. If y'all have any questions in the chat, go ahead. I will stay a good 10, 15 more minutes unless somebody calls in. I have put the link in. We talked about a lot of things tonight. We talked about Kandi's sad news. We talked about Porsha dodging her divorce drama. We talked about Apollo and Sherein. We talked about Remy Ma and Papoose. We talked about Phaedra's big return to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. We talked about Nene Leakes, the Nene Leakes Show, and how it is doing amazingly well on YouTube, and how the girls is jealous. Okay. We talked about colorist Claudia being jealous of Nene and trying to give Nene unsolicited advice, telling her she needs to be a part of a panel instead of having her own show when colorist Claudia cannot do her own show. Yeah, we talked about a lot. So rewind if you are just getting here. Drew. Ooh, thank you for reminding me. I do feel like Drew is on the chopping block. That is in the description box. I do. I was going to talk about that earlier when I was talking about the ratings. But as you can see, Phaedra is going to be, I think Phaedra is going to be on Watch What Happens Live, maybe this week. The past couple of weeks, it's been everybody except Drew. Like, has Kelly been on there twice? Portia's been on, Shamea's been on, Britt has been on, Angela's been on. Everybody has been on Watch What Happens Live except Drew. And I am feeling in my heart of hearts that Bravo or Truly Entertainment, somebody is not buying Drew's storyline. Okay, I don't know. I wasn't buying it. Drew's clearly not a fan favorite. People are also speculating that that's why she went over to Carlos King to get the word out about what's really going on, or what she wants people to think is going on in her life. So you said, what makes me feel that that Drew might be fired, or what makes me feel that her storyline was fake? Which one? I don't know your question. You said Kelly, Porsha, and Shamea have done it twice, and Drew hasn't even done it once. She did an interview with Carlos. She sure did. And you know how those interviews with Carlos often turn out. You know how Kenya's turned out. Kenya was claiming that production didn't like her, and apparently she didn't like production after what she did. But I'm digressing. He said her storyline is boring. She is doing unaffiliated interviews. You think that's why you feel that way? I mean, it's given maybe her contract is up and she doesn't feel like it's going to be renewed. That's what it's given to me, but I don't know. But yeah, people have been speculating that Drew is on the chopping block, so we shall see. You said you are running over to CK now. That's how I started with Kenya. Okay. Nene talks a little too much on her show. Why can't she talk on her show? Y'all be talking about I talk too much over here, but isn't that what YouTube is for? Like, this is my channel. I'm gonna talk. Like, that's her channel. She gonna talk. So I mean, I think she should talk. I mean, I do agree that she should give the guests an opportunity to share their story, but it's her channel. That's her style of interview. Let it be. Okay. He said Drew is not a good fit. Anyway, y'all like this video, please and thank you. Thank you. We covered a lot of topics. I'm thinking about doing a all Diddy everything show tomorrow. Since I haven't really talked about Diddy, I talked about him one time, but I feel like I need to like compile all the stuff that I have for Diddy into one show and just talk about it. And maybe I'll do that tomorrow afternoon because unless I go to the jazz festival. But yeah, I had like a lot of topics on here. I was gonna talk about what Jess Hilarious has said about that video of Diddy singing Happy Birthday with a man screaming in the back. Uh yeah, I got the original video of that. Um the escorts, their pictures being released. I have a lot of information about several of those escorts. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a Diddy. I think I'm gonna do a Diddy show tomorrow. Okay. You said too much Diddy. Child, I mean, I haven't gave y'all no Diddy, so it ain't too much Diddy over here. This just a little Diddy for me. I mean, everybody else doing too much Diddy. I just did a little bit of Diddy. Michelle, a meet and greet. Well, if you are a member of the Patreon, it might be a possibility. Okay, it might be a little possibility for a small meet and greet, and you know that's me sticking my toe in the water. Okay, for a larger meet and greet. But for Patreon members, you have to be on Patreon. We'll talk about it at some point. I might go on Patreon tonight for a little while. Maybe not. I don't know. And I do owe y'all a game night, and I promise you I'm gonna do it before the first of the month. I promise. I promise. I promise. A drama field night. Ooh, that'll be fun. That will be fun. Okay. Well, all right, y'all. I appreciate each and every one of y'all who you said I heard Diddy got a little Diddy. Yeah, Diddy and the Tootsie Roll. She said a large Tootsie Roll. You know, they got them thick Tootsie Rolls now. They got the thick ones, then they got the little bitty teeny tiny ones. So I don't know which one she mean. But they both look like they'll poke you to death. But I'm digressing. Kenya is coming to Houston this weekend for Cigar Week. I saw that. Are y'all gonna pay to see Kenya more? Let me see if I can pull it up. Are y'all gonna pay to see Kenya at the barbecue? Hold on. Is it here? Did she even post it? Hold on. Kenya asking for questions, child. Hold on. It was in my Discord. And the people was like, are you gonna buy tickets to see Kenya? And I am like, I'm not in Houston. Are y'all gonna buy tickets to see Kenya? Hmm? Let me see if I can find it. Is this it? Y'all type a lot in here. No, I can't find it. Yeah, but there's tickets. There's a link to purchase tickets to see Kenya at the at something in Houston. Hold on, let me do a search. Kenya Moore will be in Houston. There you go. Okay, you had sent this to me. And Houston Foodie, I see it now. The Houston Cigar Week. Thank you, Houston Foodie. Thank you, friend. I see it right here. It is right here. You said she gonna be what day she coming? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. What day she gonna be there? The whole week. Today is the 23rd, 24th. Oh, she gonna be at the summer soiree, right? I think she gonna be at either that or the all white party. Y'all go see Kenya, okay? At the summer soiree, on one of them. Let me know. You said you was thinking about it. It's just $25. Okay, okay. You need to win. Oh, you gotta play to win. Different when you there. I be giving everybody prizes, friend. You gotta play to win. Just like the lottery, you gotta be in it to win it. Okay. I got you on Fashion Nova shopping. Shop on my LTK and then go to Fashion Nova. This outfit is on my LTK as well, and it's also from Fashion Nova. But thank you so much, Leah. I like Fashion Nova little outfits and they little two pieces. I really do. She gonna be at the summer soiree. I thought so too. I thought I saw it on her page where she actually announced that she was gonna be on it. Kenya Moore summer soiree. I wonder who she gonna have doing hair. Here it is, right here. I wonder who she gonna have doing hair at the spa. Yeah, it's the summer soiree. It's on her page. Kenya Moore, summer soiree speaker. She gonna speak. Founder, CEO, producer, TV personality, Miss USA. RSVP at HoustonCigarWeek.com. Y'all go see Kenya at the thing. She gonna be at the pool party. At the Copacabana Hall with music, food, and drinks. Okay. Kenya needs her appearance fee. Okay. Oh, we got somebody in the back. Hold on. Oh, she hung up. Okay, friend. Oh, you said the meet and greet is $85? Oh, not $85. No, ma'am, Pam. Not $85. When you can go to Kenya Moore Hair Spa for free. No. Anywho, I appreciate y'all for joining me tonight. It's been fun. I can't believe I ran my mouth for an hour and a half straight. Okay. Like this video, please, and thank you. I will try to put the timestamps on each of my topics because I did have several topics tonight. And I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and yeah, love you guys. Bye.